Hey everybody, what you're about to see is a bonus video I made around a year ago for my streaming service Nebula. I'll talk more about that later, but in the meantime, I hope you enjoy it. So recently, I watched the 2018 Queen film Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not a particularly good movie, mostly because almost nothing interesting happens in it, and it's not very well edited or directed, and it largely feels like an excuse to play a Queen greatest hits album, which is something I can simply do if I want to. But today, for this bonus video, I want to just focus on one little moment in the film that really bothered me, and let's get into it. Toward the end of the movie, after Freddie Mercury has been diagnosed with AIDS, he gets back together with Queen to do Live Aid, a concert to raise money for Africans impacted by famine. Before he goes on to play, he stops at his father's house. His dad is a conservative Zoroastrian who doesn't approve of Freddie's hedonic, selfish lifestyle. And in their last conversation, Freddie shows him that he's finally doing some good, referring back to the advice his father gave so long ago.
Queen are playing at Live Aid.
We're all doing our bit for the starving children in Africa, and nobody's taking any money. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Just like you taught me, Papa.
So, I hate this. I hate it a weird amount. And let's start off with the obvious reason. It makes Freddie seem kinda like an asshole. I'm not saying it's wrong to perform at Live Aid. It's not. It's a fine, nice thing to do. What it isn't is some selfless, beautiful act. Freddie, explicitly in this movie, likes the idea of performing this concert because of very personal reasons. Because he loves to perform, because he's dying, because he misses his band family, because it's the biggest concert in the world.
Anybody who is anybody is doing this concert.
African people never even come up before this moment. But now that he's talking to his father, it's some very good deed, representative of a spirit of giving and charity. It just kind of makes him seem like a phony to me, honestly. But the reason I care about this moment, the reason it sticks with me, is that it seems to get at the heart of the problem with this movie and with Freddie's characterization. Put simply, in this movie, Freddie Mercury is not allowed pleasure, simple, normal joy. You can see that in the way he behaves, right? Whereas the real Freddie often laughed and smiled in interviews, seemed to be having a good time, Rami Malek's depiction renders him deeply and constantly miserable. He's always serious, always speaking like he's a million miles away.
Poor misfits who don't belong together playing to the other misfits. The outcasts, right at the back of the room, who are pretty sure they don't belong either.
Always seems a bit arrogant and over the top, always slurping up his way overdone fake teeth. And that's not important, it just bothers me. He is never just having a good time. His entire performance is eerily similar to the time Rami Malek said the things he was a fan of.
I'm a fan of equal opportunities for all. I'm a fan of mischief.
Terrifying. We can see this in Freddie's relationships. He and his wife Mary, for example, were incredibly close friends, but now in the movie, they have this interminable conflict that is completely illegible to the audience.
Where's your ring?
I just didn't want to travel with something so valuable.
Do they like each other's company or not? It's impossible to say from the film because their every interaction just consists of Freddie being needy and pitiful and Mary awkwardly trying to get away.
What are you doing this time?
No, I just told you can't ask any questions.
Right.
I want you to go to your bedroom window. Look out of it. Do you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Now you do the same.
It's horrible to watch, I don't understand it, and I refuse to understand it. This is gonna sound weird, but you can also see it in the way that AIDS is treated by the film. When Freddy tells his band members that he has it, instead of allowing himself and the people he loves any reaction or emotion, he just enters this silly, almost alien-feeling speech.
If any of you fuss about it or frown about it, or worst of all, if you bore me with your sympathy, that's just seconds wasted. Seconds that could be used making music, which is all I want to do with the time I have left. I don't have time to be their victim, their AIDS poster boy, their cautionary tale.
Why are you telling me not to feel something for you, Freddy? Why are you acting like you're trying to be inspirational in front of an audience? After this scene, none of his friends even get that moment, that catharsis, and neither do we. It's just this painful, vaguely didactic blur. And so, we come back to the scene with his father, where Freddy acts like being in this charity concert is selfless.
Good thoughts, good words, good deeds.
It's not just bad because it makes Freddy out to be kind of a phony, it's also bad because it denies Freddy genuine pleasure. Freddy cannot just want this. He can't love performing and his audience. He can't feel proud of what he's accomplished. No, Freddy must be seen through the lens of pain and sacrifice even when doing the thing he's supposed to love most. He must always be impressive because of what he did and what he lost and who he is. But the thing is, I don't want to be impressed by Freddy because he's such a good guy. I want to love him because Freddie Mercury fucking rules.
So don't become some background noise, a backdrop for the girls and boys who just don't know or just don't care and just complain when you're not there.
And this is a simple fact that the movie refuses to understand. Anyway, that's my review of that's my review of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a 2018 film, 2 thumbs down. So if you liked that video, I make work just like it every month. I don't often release these videos to the public, so there are around 20 videos there right now waiting to be enjoyed. This month, I'm going to talk about Shrek the Musical and come after Shafrillis Productions and his dark and twisted Shrek the Musical opinions, so you can look forward to that. I'm not the only one on Nebula. There's also exclusive content from Jacob Geller, Tom Scott, Lindsay Ellis, who only makes Nebula videos, and lots of other creators. It's a good deal too, $30 for an annual membership if you use my link. So if that sounds good to you, check out the link in the description and have a dope day. Have a cool day.